I'm Eloi. I'm working for Savoir-faire Linux since almost 30 years. I'm a pure tech guy working on Linux systems on different verticals, and I'm the TSE chair of CPaaS, which is an hypervisor for substations that will run critical applications such as protections. So basically, I was one of the first contributors of CPaaS, and now I'm leading the community around CPaaS and making sure that we can build a product on top of an open source project. Well, it's the first time LF Energy Summit is full house, so it's good for, of course, for the project, it's good for the community around. I can see definitely a big interest on CPaaS. It's very nice to see that. We have a growing community with many actors such as vendors, utilities, and we have also the digital substation working group that is also embracing other LF Energy projects, and we had a meeting yesterday with many interests, many actors around that. It's a new technical challenge. Open source is always avant-gardist for innovative solutions, and because we have many actors and we are big utilities also considering CPaaS, we have early production projects ongoing. At the end, the project begins to be more and more popular. And of course, we have LF Energy framework around that. They are providing the right tools. They actually released cybersecurity audits on CPaaS. That was a big success with many positive feedbacks. It's just growing, and it's the same for every open source projects where Linux Foundation is involved. First of all, we are an open source project, so like every open source project, we need to build a community. Otherwise, we are weak. So my goal is to make sure that we can have different people involved in CPaaS. So right now, there is utilities that are going to be end users of CPaaS. So RTE is involved in the project, and there is also some other DSO and probably some other TSO as well. Then we have the vendors ecosystems. I'm very happy to see GE Vernova involved in CPaaS. They are also contributor to the CPaaS project, and they are using that for the production. So we're actually demonstrating the protections running on CPaaS yesterday with very promising results that are kind of ready for productions. There will be some other vendors that are considering CPaaS, of course. Then you have all the software providers. So Savoir-faire Linux is the main contributor and was initiated the project with RTE. So of course, we're going to be still here. We're going to provide support on CPaaS, but you will also have other software suppliers that will play a role, like Red Hat and or others. And of course, then you have hardware manufacturers. So Velotech is involved in this project. They are building hardware for substations. And I'm also sure that some other hardware manufacturers will be involved in this project. The next step is definitely to have an official release of CPaaS. We are moving to POC to production with CPaaS. And we want to have an official release where actually we can build a commercial support on top of that. So the idea is to have different players, software providers that could actually bring some support on CPaaS, including cybersecurity, testing, and so on. We know also that the market is waiting for liability, and they want to somehow have some stamp that CPaaS and all the ecosystem can be used for productions. Because again, we are dealing with critical applications, and it's very important to have that running for a long time. We're speaking about months, years, or decade. So the idea is to make sure that CPaaS works perfectly on hardware equipment, so it means real-time performances, low latency with IC61850, and of course also that CPaaS can be used with software vendors. We speak about different protections running, and we want to give to the market the stamp that actually the whole stack is running correctly, that people can actually use that in production for substation. It's a very exciting time. That's what makes my job so fun. And thanks to all the community, all the people involved in CPaaS.